Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado State Rams. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rams will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffaloes offense comes onto the field first today. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Tackled there by the defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Complete. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They just keep firing. Throwing right. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Colorado State Rams offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit? Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Quick completion to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Wall. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The give from the gun. Oh, better look out. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Maddox. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Grab behind the line. It's Gee. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Maddox. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Cherry. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Rams will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Makes the grab. It's Wall. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Trying to get it to the marker. Running to Green. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Buffaloes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Bucks! A great catch and run for 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed, and running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Rams have this offense rolling. That's caught. It's Vick. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run the screen. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback receivers, they got to be on the...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Buffaloes in the hurry up. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Yates. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick strike complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vick. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cherry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Rams are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage on first down, second and goal from the 10. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Smashes it between the uprights. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Wall. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's got great speed. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returns are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option. The give. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Rams in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one.
Touchdown, Colorado State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rams!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a heat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Maddox. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll leave it with him. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there. Getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kick.
Give to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Rams can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Vic. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Rams come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out. Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker again.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Colorado! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.